I was supposed to have a really important debut show, the exact date of the shutdown.
An existential crisis.
Bars will not be able to reopen.
The pandemic was really messed up. I didn't know what was going to happen next.
When everything shut down and the pandemic, forced all the gigs to go away and all the recording studio work to go away.
Like many people, the pandemic hit me really hard.
I didn't know how I was going to make ends meet because I do this full time. So it was very iffy. It was scary, to possibly be homeless, realistically.
For me, emotionally, when the pandemic hit, I was a little bit lost and kind of confused because the norms of being an often gigging musician and a very often teaching musician, especially in person, of course, was gone. So it was unfamiliar territory.
I felt as if the floor dropped from under me. The thing that I loved doing the most was suddenly out of my reach. And especially singing became something that was dangerous.
For San Jose Jazz, we were really fortunate that one of our board members, specifically Jan DeCarli, she reached out to me, she called and said, I'm concerned. I'm concerned about our local musicians. Gigs aren't happening. And so what's going on for them? How are they surviving the moment? Is there anything we can do?
The pandemic really forced us to take a hard look at what we stand for. And what crystallized is that we stand for and we stand by our local artists.
What we knew that we were hearing from musicians is that they wanted to work. They missed gigging, they missed the opportunity to be in front of audiences and what they do, and they wanted to work.
Brendan came to the board with the idea of starting a jazz aid fund. It would be a lifeline to artists struggling during the pandemic, and it would be a way for us to live our values.
How about we just figure out a way to get some little bit of cash into their hands to create new work, and be it that it's their work, it's like you keep the rights, you do everything. We just want you to be working, and that people are out there in the community that understand and value that work.
The support meant a lot because it meant somebody cared.
Receiving the grant was a form of affirmation and an invitation to create something reflective of the moment, which is a challenging assignment. But I think artists in many ways are responsible for collecting stories and telling their experiences through art.
We knew we had to meet the need, but we also wanted to create something beautiful and long-lasting for our community. And that's when the New Works Fest was born.
The Jazz Aid Fund and through New Works, musicians who were home were able to, make a little something at home and create a little something for the home folks to see. And through technology, even though they're doing it at home, they get to be seen and heard, far and wide. We
were blown away with the wonderful music that they created. And we didn't think of it at the time. We realized, we need to figure out a setting to sort of put a spotlight on this work.
I've gotten great reviews. I've gotten a lot of people saying it was about time that I did something, so I'm definitely going to expand on this opportunity.
This is a way that we could really honor and spotlight the creative energy of the Bay Area.
Years from now, when we reflect on the pandemic, we're going to be able to point to these 59 original pieces and be proud of them. They will become a record of what happened to our community and our response.
When people are supporting San Jose Jazz, when people are supporting the Jazz Aid Fund, they're supporting people like me.
So even if a grant program seems like a small gesture, it goes a long way in affirming artists and telling them that they have something that's worth presenting and worth saying out loud.
We have to keep this going. Artists provide a critical role in our community. They provide a medium for healing, for connection to each other. It's so powerful to be a part of that legacy and offer it as a gift to our community. Please support the Jazz Aid Fund.